Hello, CasualDemon92 here. I had a response to one of my videos. I haven't made a video in a while, but I got a response to a video, or a comment to a video, saying that the video was too dark. So I figured I'd do a quick video to kind of recap some of the topics that were covered in that video. But pretty much the video was about being able to control a door with two toggle switches. Now here we have our door, just a piston door, and we can control this door with these two switches, except the problem arises when we have one of the switches already on. We go to the other side and this other switch becomes useless, and the same thing happens if we use the door the other way. Now this is pretty much a simplified version of this bigger problem. We have our door, and we have our two switches attached to one line, and whenever one switch is on, the other switch becomes pretty useless. Right? And same thing here. So both of them, if any one of them's on, the other one becomes useless. Now, we can fix this problem with these kind of devices here. They're called XOR gates, and here's one, just a comparative version. Here's another one, just a block and torch one. Here's another one, just another block and torch one. And they all do the same thing, and that is whenever you flick one of the switches, no matter which one you flick, door will open and close. So we're going to start off with building each one of these, and I'll explain how this one works, but I won't really explain how these two other ones work. I think that's a good exercise to kind of think about. Anyways, we'll get right to it. We have our door, have our redstone, we're going to have our one comparator, another one, having them face away. We take redstone, and its outputs, and then we feed that there, like that. Switch like that. Now we're done. Whenever we flick a switch, the door will close or open. It doesn't matter which one we flick. Now, the way this one works is that we have the comparators work by taking whatever in subtraction mode, at least that's when this is on. It takes this input here and subtracts it from this one to generate the output here. So right now it's doing 0 minus 0 equals 0. But if we flick this on, it goes 15 minus 0 is 15, and that feeds through. Right? And the same thing happens when we have it this way. 15 minus 0 is 15, but over here it's just going 0 minus 15 is 0, so it does nothing. But the interesting thing is that it allows each switch to go through individually, but as soon as both switches are on, it pretty much prevents the power from going through by doing this. It goes 15 minus 15 is 0. It goes over here, 15 minus 15 is 0. And so that's how that works. You might notice an issue with this is that if we have one of these that isn't the same value, it might not actually work anymore. It might not even work at this distance here. It really depends on your output setup. So to fix this, if you're having trouble trying to get that to work that way, what you can do is you can either put repeaters out here, and repeaters going into here. You don't really need these ones, actually, if we're doing it this way. But this ensures that these will be either 15 or 0. And so now it should still work, and we can have our really long line here and still have it functional. Now, I know this might not be that pretty. You can make it a little better by getting rid of those, putting blocks here, and putting kind of a roof on top. And then you can have it this feed upwards to some other device, right? Now on to our second one here. This one's really easy to build. Again, 2, and then a Tetris shape, like that. Like it's gonna fit in there, but not touching it just yet. And then we want to put down 5 torches, just like that, on all the faces of the blocks facing you this way. And then redstone, 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 like that. And then the final 2 blocks on top, that's so this torch can the torches under here can power the center one. And then to finish it up, we need 2 switches here. As you can see, this works also. If you don't like it being this close, you can push these blocks forwards like this. Right? And it should work just fine. And you can do it to both sides. Just like that. And it should still work. And now for the final one, these are all pretty easy to build. Put your door down, and you build yourself another little Tetris block upside down. Punch that out, and you can build your 3x3 right here, and you want to punch out these side ones, and then in the center you want to go down to the left, punch that one out. You have this shape here, and for the redstone you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the torches, 1, 2, 3, like that. And then you want it either a repeater here, you can put a repeater here, or if you don't want to waste a repeater, you can just do this, just like that, and you're pretty much done. You just have to add those switches in, like that, and you can do this. Now one thing you have to be careful with this one is that if you want to put an input in, I would recommend putting a repeater like that, so that it feeds into the block. Because as you can see, if you do it just this way, it won't actually work. Because what happens is that this power goes up over the block and doesn't actually feed into this block here. You would be able to do that if you have yourself your repeater here though. And in any case, you're using I lied, my bad. You want the power to this switch to be able to power on this one right there. So to do that, you would have to have your repeater there. Right? So yeah. So this switch has to be able to power this redstone on, same as this one. That's, I guess, the one note that I'd like to cover for that one. Anyways, there's the 3 of them. I would recommend people to start looking into the redstone comparators logic, because I think it's really cool. I actually made an adder using them, except it wasn't an adder, it was like a subtractor. You can be an adder though if you fed it one's complement version of numbers and subtracted them. You can do addition. But yeah, so hopefully this covers a little bit more what I covered in that last video. I don't want to upload pretty much a replica of the other one, but hopefully it also kind of covers what was maybe obscured in the darkness of that other video, and is a bit quicker. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice week.